Hello and welcome to another video. It's OT19 or Ultimate Gamer 19,000. I'm here today to pose to you all a question. What if Paladins have the full spell slot progression of a cleric? Now, before you ask, why the hell did you think of this? It's a terrible idea. Let me give some context. Yesterday, I watched all of Solo Leveling. Really good anime. Would recommend it if you're kind of into like action type of anime. And in the anime, minor spoilers, as Jinwoo levels up, he gains more and more abilities from like different classes. So for like one example, he gains the ability to use stealth. So he gains more of an assassin build. But then later on, spoilers for episode 12, he gains the necromancer job, allowing him to be like a necromancy wizard that's really powerful. So my brain started to wonder a little bit while I was watching the anime. What would be something that is broken for a solo character that you could do to substantially buff them to make them strong enough as if they were a party? Because in the anime, I think in episode 6, Jinwoo does take out like 6 hunters, which is pretty impressive all on its own. So I started to think about the wizard first of all. I was like, okay, I would give the wizard two subclasses, like probably like Graviturgy and Blade Song, so you can have that melee and spell casting. And I was starting to wonder more and more. Yes, the wizard's good, but it does have some problems it does struggle with. You know, the simple fact that the wizard has low HP. So I started to think. My brain started to wander a little bit. What if we gave the Paladin, which in my opinion is the strongest class in the game, the spell slot progression of a full caster? And here we are. So to give a little background for maybe people that don't know what a full caster or even casters in D&D are, casters in D&D are able to cast magic. And there are things as half, full, and 1/3 casters. We'll be going over half and full casters in this video. So yeah. Full casters have full spell slot progression. At level 17, they get 9th level slots, which is the maximum level. Half casters, however, have their spell slots progression, I think, decreased by like 2. Because normally, every 2 levels as a full caster, you gain a new spell slot. But every 4 levels as a half caster, you gain a new spell level you can access. So I was like, the cleric has full spell slot progression, and the cleric is good. And honestly, there are really good cleric melee focused builds. So I want to think, if we gave Paladin the full spell slot progression of a full caster, what would happen? Would it be better than a Sorkadin? And what spells would we add to the Paladin spell list that are above 5th level? Well, let's get into that right now. So now, one of the first options on how this would really change is, well, the fact that you would have a lot more smiting available to you. Because by level 3, you'd have second level slots and a maximum amount of first level slots to just able to blow into your enemy and just unlimitedly destroy them with smites. So of course, you're gonna be stronger. So I think for now, I'll be going on like a level by level, quickly though, not too long, like kind of to see how it changes the build. Now level 1, well yeah, I guess on level 1 paladins will now get spell slots, because we are following the cleric spell list. So now a level 1 paladin would get a massive DPS boost, because now they could just absolutely go Nova and in one attack do a thunderous strike with a divine smite, dealing a metric crap ton of damage. This automatically makes paladins probably the best first level class, if we're really being honest. I think in total I'll be able to do 2d8 plus 2d6 in one turn with no like building up. And yeah, that's pretty damn strong if you ask me. And I think comparing all first level spells, that probably is the best. Because I think Chromatic Orb is 3d8. But and that's a hit. Well, okay. Okay, well, okay. I don't think it's the best, but still, it's pretty damn good Nova damage for a character that can rely on using a great sword, or if you take Polar Master here, you can do 2 Divine Smites. So if you're a very human Polar Master Paladin, you can just hit once with your main attack, smite, bonus action, smite again. So you do get a ton of value from that. Now, level 2, we'd get one more first level slot, allowing us to smite even more. And at third level, we would get second level spells. Now, if we're looking here, there aren't many second level spells that really are like. Well, I guess. Wait, hold on. Magic Weapon is definitely one. Magic Weapon, Find Steed, and Aid are three spells that you now have access to, which honestly is pretty nice. Now, Magic Weapon is concentration, which you don't have, you're not using because Find Steed and Aid aren't. So this basically allows you to turn your weapon into a magical weapon with a +1 to attack and damage rolls. And when you use the spell slot a fourth level higher, it becomes a +2, and 6 or higher, a +3. Make sure you drink water, folks. So automatically, this now gives our paladin a +1 to hit. Now with Flying Steed, we can now get a mount, and I've seen some kind of debate on this. And there was a sage advice compendium that I watched. I don't have the link to it. So I am very sorry, but Jeremy Crawford, one of the designers for D&D, said that if you use Find Steed, you can make the steed act on its own. But this steed wants the best outcome for you. So, with Find Steed, basically, what he was saying that you could summon in a warhorse, and that warhorse would attack with you. Because the warhorse wants whatever is best for you. So, if killing the enemy is best for you, it will just kill the enemy on its own turn. Or an elk. I think an elf's actually better than a warhorse. But whatever. So yeah. Again, do ask your DM about this though. But if your DM allows it, because Jeremy Crawford said he did, then technically you can get an additional like body on the board that can fight with you, that you can mount, that has a higher movement speed that you do. And if you're taking Lance, which I didn't pull up, and if you're taking Lance, which is an item that hold on, let me say where's Lance? Okay, Lance. It's a D12 weapon with the reach and special property. And now the lance's special property is you have disadvantage when you lose a lance to attack a target within 5 feet of you. Also, a lance requires two hands when you wield it when you aren't mounted. So, since the lance is reached, you could have a shield with your lance, and that basically gives you a D12 weapon plus a +2 to AC, which is a lot higher than your standard like +1 than your standard like D8 weapon or D. And wait, hold on. Now I don't know if this works like this. So give me a second. I have to read it because I know with dueling fighting style, when you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, so you would have a D12 weapon that has a +2 to damage and attack rolls plus a +1 thanks to magical weapon. That's pretty damn good. And if you take him out to the combatant, then yeah, your damage only scales from there. So yeah, getting this at level 3 is actually really nice. Because now you have an extra body on the board with some extra HP that can deal extra damage. You can now wield a lance while using a shield. So overall, having Find Steed at level 3 for Paladin really changes it quite quite greatly. And an aid, of course, is good because just being able to increase people's hit point maximum by 10, by 5, is just overall super nice. Now, as we move to level 4, not much changes. I mean, we get what, our third? Yeah, well, we get our third second level slot. So now you can aid, Find Steed, and Magic Weapon, and still have four first level slots that you can all use to just smite your opponents with. So that is pretty damn nice. And Magic Weapon, I feel like, isn't really the strongest and definitely isn't worth our concentration. But still, at level 2, I mean, you can cast Wording Bond, Zone of Truth consistently, and now at level 3 we also get our subclasses. So I think I'm gonna look at the subclasses because there are some subclasses that have some pretty like good spell lists, and technically they do count. At level 3, we would get Hold Person and Misty Step on our paladins, plus Bane and Hunter's Mark. At level Well, we would get Moonbeam and see invisibility for Watchers. Redemption gets Calm Emotion Hold Person. So overall, I think taking the Vengeance Paladin probably is the best because this spell list is insane. And if you give this spell list to a Paladin with full casting, holy hell, does the Paladin just become irreversibly, destructively powerful. Now, at level 5 is, is is when we get third level slots if we are doing the progression of a full caster with a paladin. And this is kind of where it gets a little bit insane. First of all, we get the spell magic, revivify, remove curse, aura vitality. Like these are all really good spells. But none of these I feel like, oh, we get Spirit Shroud. Wait, hold on. Spirit Shroud, what I think it is? Oh, it is. It is. Yeah, okay. Well, we get Spirit Shroud here. I nearly just said something. Yeah, we get Spirit Shroud. So yeah, that's just an extra DA damage on all of our attacks that can also be Radiant if we want. Or Necrotic or Cold. Whatever the creature's weak to or doesn't resist. And thanks to Oath of Vengeance, we get protection from energy, but more importantly, haste. So now, as a paladin, we can haste ourselves. And because of the reason that as a paladin we have what's it called? Aura protection, we can legit go 16 strength, con, six. Well, I guess it would have to be no. You could do 16. You could do 16 strength, con, and charisma if you don't take variant human, and have those three at 16. So your Constitution saving throw isn't the best, but once you reach level 6, you can add your charisma, which is a +3. So now, well, you have a +6 to Constitution saving throws to keep up your haste, which you don't even have to. But if you want to, you straight up could. And also, haste gives you a +2 to AC, which makes it hard for you to like die. Advantage on dex saves and additional like overall haste is really good. So if you plan on like, okay, we're about to die here, let me cast haste on myself and just absolutely go to town as a paladin and just start smiting the balls out of your enemies. And overall, haste can be really powerful and probably something you may be casting on yourself decently often, in my opinion. Now, level 6, level 5, I can just completely forgot to mention this. Paladins get extra attack, which of course is absolutely broken. I mean, extra attack, more smites, and more uses for Spirit Shroud, which is nice. And then they get Aura Protection. With Aura Protection, this just buffs our concentration saves. So now, if you want to use haste, you can use it more reliably. But overall, I think Spirit Shroud, well, I think Spirit Shroud's the way if you don't really want to like blow through all your smites, which now is extremely hard now because you're no longer wasting a second level slot on. Well, cause hold on, cause you would use 8. Okay, so alright, like this is insane. So you would use 8 in either a second or third level slot. I think we'll go because if we use a third, we can only use Spirit Shroud once. So I think we'll go second level slot with 8 to get everyone a +5 to their HP. And then, second level slot, find Steed. Just have that up. We don't even have to use the lance if you don't want to. But even way, it's find Steed, still an extra body, still extra health, still all that. And then we have one extra second level slot, 4 first level slots, and that's 5 smites we have available to us. And leaving our 2 third level slots for 2 uses of Spirit Shroud in a turn. Or 1 use of Spirit Shroud, or 2 uses of haste, whatever you want. Or a vitality if it comes down to that. Yeah, as you can see, that is pretty damn broken already. I mean, yeah, we're at 5th level, dealing some pretty dumb damage. And now, at 7th level, we get 4th level spells. Now, at 4th level spells, there is one spell entirely that is one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this. Now, you may see, well, we get Banishment, we get Staggering Smite, but we get Fine Greater Steed. Fine Greater Steed allows us to summon a steed that is greater than the Fine Steed spell. This can either be a Griffin, Pegasus, Praetorian, whatever that means, a dire wolf, a rhinoceros, or a saber-toothed tiger. And it gains an intelligence of 6, allowing you to understand its length. Yeah, let's be honest here. This is at level 7 paladins getting this is really nice. There is a reason why the earliest a class can get fine greater steed is at level 10. There is a reason for it. Because it gives your character a, I think, with like a 60-foot fly speed, I think the Pegasus has. So you get like a 60, or like, I don't know if it's a 60, but you get a pretty high fly speed at what at level 7. Your character gets a 60-foot fly speed. So if you're playing an Asmar, don't go play an orc or a bugbear. Or yeah, go play a bugbear for you. You're just a bugbear flying on a Pegasus, getting surprise attacks. You're not surprising no one, but as long as you roll higher initiative than someone, they ain't just getting hit by it. They can do it. And again, this isn't concentration. So, yeah, this is pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie to you and say this is fair. Nah, this is disgusting. But it's fun. So yeah, Find Greater Steed definitely is a must-have. And also, if you look at Oath of Vengeance, we get Banishment and Dimension Door. So if our Pegasus is about to die, nope, we just Dimension Door right out of there. We can banish something. We just cooking so hard, bro. So at level 8, as a Paladin, we don't get anything. But at level 9, we get 5th level spell slots. Now, let's see what 5th level spells Paladins get. Circle of Power. Destructive Wave. That sounds cool. Raise Dead. Summon Celestial. Wow. But what I'm mainly here for, say bye bye to Spirit Shroud or Haste. Because we now have Holy Weapon. Now you may be asking, what does Holy Weapon do? Well, let me read it to you. You imbue a weapon you touch with holy power. Until the spell ends, the weapon emits bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. In addition, weapon attacks made with it do an additional 2d8 radiant damage on a hit. If this weapon isn't already a magical weapon, it becomes one for the duration. As a bonus action on your turn, you can dispel the spell and cause the weapon to emit a burst of radiance. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must make a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take 48 radiant and is blinded for one turn. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't blinded. Yeah, so at level 9, we can now get our level 11 Paladin feature, but twice as powerful. At level 9. Drink water. I understand. I'm just letting you soak that in. At level 9, if we give Paladins full spell slot progression, we can get our level 11 feature, but twice as powerful. Now, it does cost you concentration. It does. That it does. But what else is our concentration going to be better used for? Like, the only argument I could see is if you're just hasting and willing to spend like all your like third or fourth level slots on smite, then you would probably be stronger. But still, if your haste goes down, you're cooked, buddy. You're deep fried. You're like refried like some good beans. And if we're being honest, once we hit level 7, you really have no reason to not fully upcast. Like, yeah, you have one fourth level slot, but bro, one fourth level aid is really good. It's really nice if we're being honest. That's 20 extra HP for your whole party. Or honestly a third level aid if you want to. Or like you can waste a third level slot with like aid. Because now because here's the thing. Now you got an additional second level slot. Because honestly, if I'm being honest, for fourth level, you could just if you think that having like a Pegasus and a really good fly speed, plus the Pegasus attacking your enemy, if you use Jeremy Crawford's way of ruling, then Find Greater Steed may not always be your best choice. But what always will be no, it's 15 extra HP. My fault, it's 15. But my point still stands. 15 HP for your whole party. That goes to the maximum. Is really nice. And also, you do have access to Aura Vitality, which is the best heal in the game. I think it's like what? Isn't it like 12d6? It's like something. Wait, hold on. I'm pulling up a calculator because I don't feel like doing the math right now. Okay, 20d6 worth of healing, which is a lot. So you're able going to bless your aid all of your allies to get them a bunch of HP, and then if they lose it all, just aura vitality. It doesn't really cost you anything. Yeah, it is concentration, but your spirit shroud, if you're like, is gonna run out because it's only a minute long. So what I mean to say is that by level 9, the paladin truly is just exceedingly broken. But paladins only get 9th level spell slots. But you may be asking, okay, we ran also. Oath of Vengeance gives you Hold Monster and Scrying. Two good spells. Now you may be asking, OT19. We ran out of Paladin spells. What are we gonna do? Well, if only there's another caster that was focused on divine energy and praising the Lord. No way, there is. Now, if your DM is allowing this, then if your DM is allowing you to use a full spell slot progression, then he should allow you to also use the cleric spell list. Now you may be asking, what if your DM allows you to do the first part, but he doesn't allow you to do the second part, then what is your DM doing? So we now have access to Sunbeam, Planar Ally, Hero's Feast, Harm and Heal, uh, and Create Undead. Create Undead, last Loki, kind of garbage. Hero's Feast, one of the best spells in the game. If you can use this and aid, and holy hell, your team is gonna have so much HP. Your wizard is gonna have the HP of a barbarian if you use Hero's Feast and a 5th level aid. Also, Planar Ally, you know, you know, hey, my lord, I need someone. I need a helper. All right, here you go. So you have Planar Ally, uh, a Pegasus. So you'd have an angel and a Pegasus on your side. If you use Planar Ally. Or you could take Sunbeam and just on all of your turns using or just all you can just Sunbeam the living hell out of someone, just like keep on like just blowing someone up. And also at level 11, paladins get their not their capstone, but their mini capstone, improved divine smite. Each of your attacks do an additional 1d8 damage. I don't know if you guys can hear me laughing, but I am. So if we were to go to our best turn, we would have Find Greater Steed plus a Holy Weapon plus what other Planar Ally active, because Planar Ally is instant. Holy Weapon concentration. Find Greater Steed instant. So we would be riding a Pegasus while we have an Angel smashing down our enemies, while we have our Holy Weapon, which can be a lance or greatsword active, that deals an additional 3d8 radiant damage on top of the weapon already, and just start bashing into our enemies. And then we could smite. And now let's look at the spell slot economy here. Holy Weapon cannot be upcasted, so that doesn't matter. So we'll be level 11 at this time. Wait, let's go to the cleric. Oh damn it! Damn it! I closed the cleric. Hold on, give me a second, folks. But all right. So at level 11, we would have one 6th level slot that's used with Planar Ally, one 5th level slot that's used with Holy Weapon, one 4th level slot that's used with Find Greater Steed. So we would still have 4 first, 3 second, 3 third, 2 fourth, and 1 5th level slot. And then you know what? 5th level slot, let's use that for A2, an extra like 20 HP. And I'm pretty sure you can only smite for like a 3rd level slot, because I think it caps out at 3rd level. The extra damage, yeah, at 3rd level. So you have an additional 4th level slot that honestly you could use for whatever the hell you want. You know what? A 4th level stuff we can get. You know what? And you can have a banishment. No, that's concentration. A death ward. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, you also have a death ward up for no reason at all. Why? I don't know. Don't look at me. You just have it up. You just do. So now you have everything else. All of those other spell slots that can be fully used to just smite your enemies when you're on a magical Pegasus, have a Archangel fighting with you, and already dealing an extra 3d8 rainy damage just by hitting an enemy. Is this a good idea? No. Do not allow your players this option. This is a what if for a good reason. This, this is a what if for a good reason. Do not allow your players to do this. Maybe for a one shot. Maybe for a one shot. And then, they get regenerate, plane shift, resurrection, temple of God. Like, level 8, anti magic field, earthquake, holy aura, sunburst. And then level 9, they get some light, mass heal, powered, true resur, some light, some light. So, turn this video off. Is this broken? Yes. Should you allow your players to ever do this? No. For a one shot, should you allow your players to do this? No. When should you allow your players to do this? If your party is level 11 with this Paladin, you could probably take out like a CR 25 creature. If you have a Paladin with a Cleric spell slot progression on level 11, a CR 25 creature, the Paladin with like 3 other people probably could take it out easily. If you allow them to cast Planar Ally, which is instantaneous, Vanguard Steed, which is instantaneous. Oh no, wait. Oh, Fire Grace is 10 minutes. So if you allow your players to, for 20 minutes, just summon all of his allies, and then enter in a battle, then that Paladin with with like a Ranger and a Wizard is probably going to be able to take out most CR 25 to under creatures within like 3 to 5 turns alone. Saving throws, a Paladin. It just doesn't matter. This is beyond broken. This should not be allowed. I created an Eldritch abomination worse than anything Drakenheim has ever made. But yeah, this is today's video. If you have any stupid combos you can think of for this combination, or any what ifs you would like to see me test out to see if they're broken, leave them down below. But yeah, that's all from your boy, OT19, signing out. Peace.